Now, if I learned, oh, now if I learned anything in life, is that you gotta stay away from toxic people, bro. You gotta stay away from toxic family. You gotta stay away from toxic friends. Not really friends, they're toxic. You gotta stay away from toxic people, bro. It's real shit. You gotta stay away from them because toxic people. One thing about toxic people, they can't stand someone who's not toxic because then it brings up a mirror, and it shows them that the way they're doing things, toxic, is not the way they should be doing things, or there's other ways to go about things. And when you're not participating in that toxic cycles or toxic behavior, they can't be having that. They're like, how dare you? How dare you hold up a mirror to me? How dare you show me what I'm doing is wrong, even though I know it's wrong? Because, no sane person does this stuff. So yeah, they're like, how dare you? And that's when they try to start, let's keep going. 3 birds just flew past my window. So that's confirmation. And just like, bro, I can't tell you enough how many times I've been around toxic people, bro. I can see right through people too. I have very high discernment. Even before it got strengthened, I will always just know something's off with certain things. I wouldn't really immediately believe that's how things are supposed to be just because it's all I saw. I knew something was wrong with it. For example, family. The way family talks about other family, talks about people. I knew that shit wasn't how it's supposed to be. Calling kids out their names, doing all this stuff. That's not how things are supposed to be. I was the type of person, I used to be watch movies a lot growing up. And I used to always see these happy, loving families. And yes, you could say it was fiction, but I personally don't believe in fiction because, Matrix shit, but that's a story for another time. But me seeing that told me right then and there what I wanted when I grow up. I wanted an actual loving family, be it nurturing, caring father and all that stuff. I didn't want to continue the cycles that my family, was been doing for generations. And that made me a target for a lot of warfare. The toxic, oh my God, they never missed a chance to prove just how toxic they were, bro. I went through heavy warfare. And I can tell you, once I separated myself, because when I was around them, I looked trained, I looked tired, I still had a youthful appearance, but I looked like I was, bro, I looked crazy, because they were siphoning my energy left and right. The energy siphoning really, picked up when I wrote a lot of books. I wrote a lot of books when I was younger, when I was in 5th grade. I would just write, and I was detached from a lot of things in 5th grade. And I guess once that happened, and then, COVID happened, and then after that, oh my God, that's when the warfare increased. Warfare increased like crazy. And I didn't really get no chance to rest. I was going back and forth with my grandma, my mom, my uncle, with this and that, a whole bunch of stuff. Because they see my power. And I'm focused, I can get a lot of things done, and it showed something. And a lot of people were jealous and envious, and on top of that, they're toxic too. Not a good mix. So what did they do? They were siphoning my energy left and right, having me go from place to place to place. They're trying to distract me, trying to fill my head with stuff, thinking I would never figure it out. And then when I figured it out, oh my God, I was sold out. They done sold me out. They done tried to sacrifice me. They done tried everything. And guess what? I still came back. I wasn't supposed to make it this far, but I came back. And what I did, I had to separate from them. Once you separate from toxic people, bro, you start to get your entire youthful appearance back. I'm really looking how I did before COVID hit. Really looking how I'm before. I lost mad weight. My acne done cleared up. Oh my God, I'm getting my authentic style back. I'm dabbling into more of my gifts again. It's so peaceful. And I also have healthy boundaries too. So even if I was to come across these people again, my toxic family, I know exactly how to maneuver with them, and I know exactly how to put them in their place, but also staying at a high vibration. And that's what y'all should be doing too. Stay away from them, because once you stay away from them, you age backwards. If you're someone who's on a high vibration and they're on a low vibration, toxic, staying away from them de-ages you, because you're in a high vibration. So if you're not around toxic, they can't siphon your energy. You set boundaries, they can't siphon your energy. Going back and forth with people like that, and when I say go back and forth, you can always tell people about themselves. But when I say go back and forth, actually getting frustrated, it's after a certain amount of time, you keep going back and forth. But when you're actually telling them about themselves and they're not listening, you could tell them about themselves and then still be in a high vibration. That's not siphoning. But if they're literally pissing you off in mid-conversation, getting into your skin, they're siphoning your energy. But if you're not even bothered, they can't siphon for you. You can deliberately tell these people about themselves and still feel great after, because you told the truth. Something these toxic people can't understand. Toxic friends too. Stay away from people who just don't want to change, want to stay stagnant, always want to complain. They complain too fucking much, bro. Toxic friends, they complain way too fucking much. I can't stand that shit. They talk too much, they complain too much. You can be trying to give them the game plan, but they complain too much. And then that's a problem, because when you're actually trying to do things and not complain, it holds a mirror up to their complaining and how they're just being lazy, they're not trying to do anything. So yeah, it's just like, bruh, like, come on now. It's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And once you cut them off, you'll be 10 times better. I'm trust and believe. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Life gets so much more peaceful. And you start getting blessed by God. You start getting blessed by the Most High. You start getting blessed. Because you can't receive your blessings when you're around toxic people, because toxic people are a snake in the grass. They can be, toxic people work. They're so toxic to the point, and they think you're so stupid to the point, like, and they think the Most High is stupid too. They can be toxic, be disrespectful, and then when you get something, they want to try to be nice, and like you can't see it, like the Most High can't see it. He can see it from a mile away though. So that's why he separates you and puts you to isolation from everyone that does not serve you. Some people have to go for a season, some people have to go for good, but it's all for the better for you. So that's why you have to separate from toxic people, toxic family, toxic friends, even toxic cycles, even toxic things, like toxic foods. And then it's low vibration. You separate from that, bro. You separate them. But yeah, that's my message with y'all today. Stay safe out here, and I love y'all. KT.